Here we are in game number 1 between the BuzZ guys and RFR. We're in the point of view from Spaden. He's playing in teal as the Persians, as we can see here on the spectator overlay. And the first map is Bedouins. It's a map I like a lot. It's a no town center start map, and you have all these tiny lakes with shorefish in there, which is the fastest way to collect food. So it's always ideal to find a spot near to these tiny lakes, wood, and if gold and stone are close, that's even better. Here for Spaden, some stone, yes, but okay, our mouse problems seem fixed now. But not too much gold here for Spaden. In the back there, that looks okay. Let's check the other players. We have Bullet playing in red. Will probably drop a TC somewhere here. He has not decided yet. But then again, there is Gripen very close. So these two guys, red and grey, they are very close next to each other. They will have to share resources, I guess. There's 4 boars here. And to the east of the map, a few sheep. Some more lakes. You can always go there with villagers and drop a mill. Here the berries, not that helpful really. Lots of sheep. That's a good thing. Okay, then let's check out the players for BuzZ. We have BuzZ Decim here in green playing as the Mayans. His spot could be better in terms of wood. See, trees are not really close to his TC. Maybe here would have been a little bit better, but then again, sometimes these lakes take up the space where forest is generated, right? Like here, for example, this would have been a bigger forest, but then on top of it, the water generation took the space away. Resources look fine for him. 4 boars, lots of deer, gold and stone close to his TC. So he has in a very good spot. Blades, guy from Germany, very close to the edge of the map. As you can see, it's really a ring of forest here surrounding the map. So later on you definitely have to go for the borders to get sustainable wood income. He's playing as the Chinese, obviously. On no TC start maps, Chinese are really fast. They start with 3 extra villagers. He has some sheep here, 1 boar, 3 tiny lakes, very close, even 4. So he should be fine. But I don't see gold too close. There is some stone, but in general there is loads of gold on his map. Much more than on, let's say, Arabia, for example. So shouldn't be a problem, really. Then we have BuzZ I am Relic. I'm just gonna call him Relic. And he's playing as the Persians, also on no town center start maps. A very good civilization, right? They start with extra resources. They have a bonus in the town center. Create villagers faster, they can age up faster. It's a small bonus, but it really helps. And then finally... Oh, actually we've started out with Spaden, so that was it. It's just 6 players, 3 versus 3. As I mentioned earlier, grey and red. Okay, red moved a bit further from where he was. Found an okay spot, so they're not too close next to each other anymore. So that looks fine. Here the first idea from green, from Decim, he'll go plumes. Not a big surprise really from a Mayans player. And he went for the wood at the side immediately. Makes sense, right? Because his TC placement wasn't that great. Would be inefficient to have the villagers walking, even if it's just a few tiles. It's much better to have the villagers right next to the lumber camp. Okay then. Villager's busy collecting this shorefish here. There's always the possibility of a sling, right? I can imagine Persians slinging either the Chinese to get out many knights in Castle Age, or sling the Mayan to go up to Imperial really quickly, and then elite plumed archers with bracer are so much stronger than Castle Age plumes. Difference is maybe not as big as with Mangudai, like Mangudai and Castle Age are not very efficient. In Imperial they are really strong. But with plumes, yeah, there's a considerable difference as well. And if you're in Castle Age and you have to go up against trebuchets protected by plumed archers, you won't have an easy time. Villagers stuck here. Could micro them a little bit, you see. This just makes it a little inefficient here. And the villager keeps being stuck there. Not great. Should check your lumber camp, especially in Dark Age when there's not too much to do and you actually have the time to check on your villagers, then yeah, always worth a look. Now finally this villager made it through somehow. Yeah, Blaze noticed he doesn't have much gold. We saw that already. I was looking for some, but no, there's no gold really close to him. Maybe that favors a little bit the Swedish team here, because there is loads and loads of gold in the back of the map for them. Yeah, 2 golds very close to Gripen. Spaden is a little, well, in the middle of the map, but the same goes for I Am Relic. And as I said, there's so many resources on this map, so it shouldn't actually be a problem that Bullet and Gripen here in red and grey, red and grey are the players, share resources. It's not like on Land Nomad where it's really crucial that you find the right spot and you don't have to share it with another player, otherwise you have just not enough resources for everything you want. It's different on this map, so no problem here for the Swedish team. First barracks is coming up. Let's check out the feudal times. Oh, there was a pause. Chat is coming in. First one up to feudal age will be Gripen, 11 minutes 7 seconds, we can see that. Then shortly after I Am Relic and Blaze. Then Spaden and Decim. Only one missing here would be Bullet. What is Bullet doing? Let's go to his point of view. Still in Dark Age, he has the food now. I guess he'll just get this villager out and then click up. Oh wait, he actually queued another villager. He's on 22 now. That's the highest in the Swedish team. 19 villagers for I Am Relic though. He clicked up really quickly. Question is, was it too fast? You need a certain amount of villagers to keep up the economy to click up to Castle Age. Let's just check Relic here in blue. Yep, as expected, he's a bit low on resources. 600, 700 food, doesn't look bad, but what about gold? He needs 200 gold to click up to Castle Age. He's going for scouts now, so he's delaying Castle a little. Usually the players click up to Castle, and then with the extra food they have, imagine he had 5 villagers more, all getting this beautiful shorefish here. Then he could afford Castle Age and a few extra scouts, but here I'm not really sure if it's worth it. Can he do some damage? Blacksmith stable coming up from Spaden. Yeah, here in the back, no protection at all yet. No spearmen, no tower, nothing. He's scouting, getting close to the TC here. Found his way around. And here come the Castle Age clicks. Okay, dodged most arrows, that is fine. 30 HP left. Question from the chat. Norway, China. Sorry, I just got home. I have no idea what happened today in AOC. Really, I just got home, got a coffee out of my machine and started streaming. So, sorry, I have to ask on AOC Zone, or I don't know where, or yeah, find out on AOC Zone. Or ask someone on the chat, maybe someone knows. I just don't know, unfortunately. Okay, spearmen are out now for Spaden. That is 5 scouts in total. Oops. Did not watch this one. That was a very easy kill for Spaden there. And that's what I thought. Is it really worth it getting these scouts? I mean, with 1 spearman and here 3 palisades, they hardly cost anything. Very easy to defend. Spaden is in Castle Age now, so he can get out knights, he can build town centers, and then scouts become pretty useless. Second town center coming up for Griepen there. Yeah, rather late Castle Age for Bullet. Okay, he got the spearman now. He can attack the gold. Oh, nice. Fast palisade wall. Really last second one. So the villagers are safe. Camels chasing away the scouts already. Situation is cleared there. Nice reaction from Spaden. Again, over on Boss Relic's point of view. I clicked up to castle even later than Bullet. Now the first knights come in from Spaden. So he'll have to defend. Only 1 spearman, that's not gonna cut it. Needs at least 2 to fight off knights. Yep, and here they come. Nope. Was not able to wall in time. Another spearman coming out. Yep, he got the villager. 2 knights against 1 spearman. It's not a challenge. I think I'll lower the game sounds a little. A little bit loud for my taste. This should be better. Okay, some pressure here on I Am Relic. Ooh, and Griepen showed up with Chinese scouts. Killed this 1 camel. Green is offering plumes. And yeah, Blaze is suggesting to hit red. Bullet. He will have a castle up though next to his golden stone. Don't think he will be able to do a lot of damage. Question from the chat. Yes, I remember, like 2 or 3 years ago, pretty sure Viper played in the BuzZ team, because they're friends, you know, in the RTS league there is no big prize pool, so they just played for fun in this league. Maybe Jordan was in there as well. FedEx, I don't remember. But Viper, 100% sure, yes. RTSL also had was it RVK clan? I think Dogao won the RTS league like 7 times or so. So yeah, that's why they are not playing it anymore, because yeah, if you won it 5 times, then there is no big incentive anymore, right? Let's leave it up to well, who are the top clans nowadays? NC is always up there, CZ is up there, Argentina A is strong. Lots of strong players, but yeah, no more Viper, no more Dogao at least. Loads and loads of camels coming out now for Relic. Not sure if that's a good idea. Spaden though is countering, but he's adding in monks. I like that a lot. He's getting a kill here. Plumes in front of Green's base still. Ah, okay, he's defending against red. That's why he's not at the opponent's base. Has more numbers than Bullet here. That looks good. Yeah, blue somehow here fell behind. The scouts he created didn't really do any damage. And now with unupgraded camels, okay, well they have bloodlines, so that is something. But still, they can't take any arrow fire really. Can he get the villager? Oh boy. Yeah, okay, now he'll get a kill, I guess. But even this one villager here fought off this injured camel. Camels are just so... I don't know. Almost a troll unit in Constellate. Of course, there are situations in which it makes sense to create camels, but especially in team games in which ranged units are running around. Imagine plumed otters hitting camels. Just be a disaster, really. Mixed army here from Blaze, Chinese knights and camels. Pumping from 2 stables. Oh, there is a monk, so would have been an early notice for Gripen. Another town center coming up for Spaden. What is Decim doing with his plumed archers? Trying to raid in the back. Could hit few stone miners, the monk potentially. Very slow. Yep, that's 100 gold. Nice pick. Yeah, I think Spaden is really pulling ahead here. 84 population compared to 44. Why is blue still so low? We've seen a few camels die here, okay. That's all fine, but with the villager count he's 20 behind. 44 and everyone else is above 64. He should really focus on his economy a little. He does have 3 town centers. But that's not too bad. As Persians, he could probably afford a 4th one soon. Let's just check Spaden quickly. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 town centers already, so you can imagine how Spaden will have an economy advantage very soon. It's already 43 villagers difference, wow. Just read it in the game room chat. Spaden placed 2nd in the Boom tournament, right? Chris placed 1st, but Spaden played this really well, by the looks. There were other very strong players and well, good boomers in there, and yeah, he placed 2nd. A 101 villagers now. Only Decim. Oh, sorry, I looked at the population. Decim has 79, 80 villagers now. Some more raiding. Was that 2 or 3 villagers going down? Both Blaze and Decim are raiding a little. But Bullet is there. Can he catch this mangonel? That would be really nice. Yep, so these plumes can engage again without taking a risk of Being shot by the mangonel. Yeah, that's what I meant here. Camels against plumes. Bullet has a good amount of plumed archers himself though, so they can chase away the boss team. Didn't take too many losses though. I think Decim could have turned around, picked up another camel. Oh yeah, for sure. 5 HP and 11 HP, that would have been easy kills, really easy kills. Some more raiding under the TC. That's a nice one. Castle coming up now for Spaden towards the front. Sure, he will add some pressure from here, but oh boy, there's a ram coming up. So if he lands some hits on this castle, it could be tricky. But no, the ram is going into a wrong direction. Maybe he didn't even see the castle yet. Knights don't have such a great line of sight. Gripen also supporting with Chinese camels there in grey. And yeah, now it looks like the castle will definitely go up. Persian knights get a nice bonus against archer units. But with monks and camels supporting, not much point fighting there. These two rams won't do anything really. Persian town center, right? 4,800 HP. Castle coming up from Gripen now in a rather central position, right? It's between him and Bullet in the north and Spaden towards the south. Shields off a big gold spot, 2 even, so yeah, good castle placement I think. A lot of plumes here, 3 siege workshops, but it's a bit far, so the rams will take their time to arrive here at Bullet's base. Let's check the south again. Yeah, now it's a Swedish team raiding and harassing the economy. Heavy camel upgrade for Gripen. I mean, you can always keep an eye on the right hand side. Ballistics coming up, leather archer for Decim, so its plumes will be really strong in a few minutes. Bullet up to Imperial as well. Spaden getting all the cavalry upgrades now, bloodline, scaleboarding armor. Yeah, Spaden really wanted to reach Imperial quickly here, because I think he knows that he's ahead in economy. Blue cannot hurt him a lot at the moment, especially now that the castle is up. So he can take his time, invest a few minutes to age up, to get more blacksmith upgrades. And I think it's a good call. Castle coming up from Blaze here in Blue's base. I think that's a good idea. Blue will be under serious pressure. Ooh, some villagers could get raided. These plumes did not notice, but it's high time now for Blue, for Relic to pull back these villas. I mean, he's lucky he's only lost 4 and could have lost them all really. Ah god, couldn't even bring them back in time. Okay, Chukanu, it is for Gripen. There's another forward castle. Really aggressive castle if you ask me. Blaze will be an Imperial, so maybe he can get out trebuchets from this castle and then target the Chinese castles here. It's a big step from Gripen. I mean, he relies on the castles, right? He needs them for the Chukanu production. Yeah, shouldn't lose them. And War Elephants from Spaden, that's a cool move. Don't see them too often used in high-level games. Okay, here's the push from Green. I mentioned it like 5 minutes ago. It's gonna take some time until the rams arrive, right? They're really crawling. But here they are. Did some damage already. Defensive castle will not go up here from Bullet, that is safe to say, at least for now. And yeah, Bullet doesn't have much to defend here, but Blue is also saying, I'm dead. And yeah, Blue himself doesn't have a lot right now. He really needs to rely on Blaze to support him here. Elite Plumed Archer, 5+4, 2 upgrades, and the same for Decim. So it's all about the numbers, if the tech upgrades are the same. We can check that quickly. 51 military against 58, so the numbers are close and they include rams as well. But I think I would prefer to have a few rams in such a Mayan war, because they soak up quite some damage, and you can take out buildings quickly, right? Forward castle was stopped at the last moment. Nice snipe from Bullet in red. Yeah, and here the rams come into play. Red needs to micro a lot, not to waste any arrows. Let's check the push from Spaden. War elephants. Can they stop them? Building more and more stable, so he wants to counter them with heavy camels. Yeah, makes sense. Heavy camels are really a much better unit, especially if they have +4 defense, which Chinese get. Really much stronger than Castle Age camels with +2. Rams rolling in. How did that happen? Gripen and Blaze built castles next to each other. I guess they built castles there pretty much at the same time. Even a third castle coming up to secure this central position here. But I don't see any serious siege here from Blaze. This one trebuchet will go down against Chukranu and the castle. And there it is. So Blaze would have lost 3 castles here probably. Blue was pretty much out of the game, had to reboom, didn't have any army left really. So Blaze was 2v1 against Gripen and Spaden. And Red was more or less able to hold. Gripen sent some camels here as well, not sure why. Why would he send heavy camels into elite plumed archers? But it doesn't matter. Red was definitely not as dead as Blue was, right? Spaden's push here went straight through Blue's base, and Red's base was actually still okay. He did lose a castle, I guess, lost some other buildings, but nothing crucial really. Had more castles in the back. Alright. In the achievements, let's see, something we've missed. Yeah, Bullet here, the push hurt him a little bit, but you see the ratio is much better for Bullet than it is for Blue. Blue, that's pretty much a 4-to-1 ratio, right? Lost and killed. And here, it's much better. Okay. Nice food boom here for the war elephants for Spaden. Wood for Decim, yeah, Smayans makes sense. Blaze boom wasn't that strong. Very low wood count as well. Tributes sent from Gripen to Spaden. Yeah, that makes sense. Spaden was pushing really hard. The sling here, not the sling, well, the tribute really explains that. Yeah, Blue never made it over 80 villagers, unfortunately, while the Swedish players were all, well, fully boomed, I'd say. 130, 150 even for Spaden. Bullet 120. As Mayans, you don't need that many anyway. Alright. Let's go back.